It is great to be here. I'm just connecting to Facebook as well. This is Mara Alipur with another live. All right. So, Facebook is also getting connected, and I am happy to be here with you today on this beautiful Wednesday and talking about authenticity versus professionalism. As a business owner, I am sure that you have heard about how important authenticity is, and sometimes it creates some confusion whether am I authentic? Is that being authentic to act a certain way or convey my message in a certain way or not? And sometimes I know a lot of people get confused on whether I should be professional or I should be authentic. So this was a question that actually I was hearing from a number of people about professionalism versus authenticity. So I thought, oh my God, it's a great topic to talk about in this live. So I'm pulling up my notes so I don't miss anything. So let's see who is here. Kobe is here, Mehdi, Mandana, Fruzan, welcome. It's great to have you. It's wonderful to have all of you here. Thank you for spending this time with me in this live. And I'm super excited to share with you this very powerful topic. So, for people who just joined us, the topic of today's talk is authenticity versus professionalism, and which path should I take as a business owner or a high level professional to be more successful. Should I be myself all the time or should I stick to professionalism? So feel free to say hi. Feel free to leave a comment. I would love to hear your comments and, of course, to hear your questions. So feel free to drop them. I can see that Mehdi is saying nice words. Thank you, Mehdi. Also, Mandana. Hi, Mohammed. Welcome. It's great to have you. Three Dot Studios is with us. Welcome. It's great to have you. Thank you for spending this time with me. So let's get started. These days we hear a lot about authenticity and why we should be authentic as a business owner or as a professional when we are carrying our business and when we are talking to our audience or our clients. So let's see what does it bring us if I am not authentic. Let's say I don't want to be authentic. just an imagination. What will happen? Well, not being authentic is really dangerous, because at some point of time, one way or another, people will realize that you are acting, and this is not who you really are. And when they come to this realization, you will lose clients, you will lose customers, you will lose money, because guess what? If people do not trust you and they feel that you're acting instead of being yourself, they lose their trust and they don't want to work with you. So you lose money, of course. If you have a big business, if you're not authentic, if you're not yourself, you will lose good employees, because honesty is a major value for so many people. And if people feel that you are shady, or you act, or you close your eyes on some negative parts or immoral parts in your business, they don't want to work for you. So you lose good employees. You will also attract weird employees, people who might not have high morale, and it will hurt your business in a long run. So having said that, it's important to be authentic, right? And I'm sure this is something that you have heard a lot. Be yourself, be authentic. So especially in the past few years, it has been a hot topic. There are tons of articles out there that you can find which talks about authenticity. So leave a comment and let me know if you have heard about authenticity before, if this is something that you would like to do, or if this is something that you are comfortable doing. Leave in a comment. Meanwhile, I would like to take a look at Facebook. Some people are joining us on Facebook. Hi, Safari. Thank you for saying hi. Welcome. It's great to have you. So don't be shy. Let me know your thoughts about authenticity. Is it important for you or no? Give me a yes or no. Is it important for you? Let me know your thoughts, okay? So, as I mentioned, there are tons of articles and stuff about authenticity, especially in the past few years. But at the same time, there are some people who say, oh my God, you should be professional. As a business owner, you should act professional. You should carry yourself as a professional expert in order to attract the right people and in order to be able to keep your clients and get referrals, or in order to grow your business, you should be professional. Well, personally, I believe it's a true comment too. So professionalism is also very important. So what is the path that I should take as a business owner? Should I be myself all the time? Should I be authentic? Or should I act in a certain way that is considered to be professional? What is the right path? Let me know your thoughts in a comment. Let me know if you prefer authenticity or you prefer professionalism. Which one has more load for you, and which one will help you build your business at a higher level? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. So bear with me. What I am going to reveal to you will blow your mind, because I am sure that you have heard about both comments, and what you will hear from me today is not what you're expecting. Okay? I want to tell you something from Seth Godin. He had a very, very powerful talk about marketing, and he also mentioned the topic of authenticity. And he was saying authenticity can be a very tricky topic, because I tell you right now, just imagine yourself. Probably you have child, probably not. But let's imagine that you have a child. And just imagine yourself, remember yourself when you are acting as a parent. When your child has done something wrong and you want to tell them that it has been wrong and you should not do it for so and so reason. So the way you carry yourself as a parent is totally different with the way you carry yourself when you are with your best friend. Or the way you carry yourself in these two situations, again, is totally different when you are at work talking to your client. So here is my question. Does that mean that you haven't been yourself? Does that mean that you haven't been authentic or you haven't been honest? Well, no. Actually, no. Because as human beings, we have different roles and responsibilities, and we act differently in each role. So being yourself, being authentic doesn't really mean that act the same way and behave the same way at all situations. Because already, as forget about the business, just forget about the business for 1 second. You act differently when you are with your mom, when you're with your best friend, with you are with your child. So as human beings, we play different roles. And when you become a business owner or a professional, there is another role that you need to play within that space. Okay? So as long as you keep a certain traits within yourself, and you behave in that frame, which I will tell you what it is later on. As long as you keep that frame, you can change your roles and be productive and professional. Okay, does that make sense so far? Let me know what you think. Okay, I think, okay, cool. I see Shirin is with us. Beta is here. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. Mandana, thank you for your kind responses. It's great. It's great to have you here. So, behaving differently does not necessarily mean that you are not authentic, because as human beings we need to play different roles in our lives. And that's why, as Seth Godin said, authenticity can be really tricky. You need to know that as a business owner or as a professional, you have a role and you need to stick to that role. You need to uh, act based on that role, and at the same time be authentic. And I will tell you how you can do it. So if you decide that's who I am, and I want to behave as I am based on my personality everywhere, then you might lose opportunities, because you are disconnecting from people who have certain expectations from you. And this happens because a lot of people confuse the meaning of authenticity and professionalism. These two can go along really well if you know the definition, which I am going to tell you about real soon. Doria is with us. Mushtaba is here. Atefe is here. Welcome. It's great to have you. Thank you for spending this time with me. For those of you who joined just recently, the topic of today's talk is authenticity versus professionalism, and which one is the path to success for a professional or for a business owner. So far I was saying that as human beings we play different roles in our life. So when you act as a parent is different from when you act and when you are in company of your best friend. And it doesn't mean that you are not authentic, because you are playing different roles. I have seen something interesting in the past over a year now, that many of us are working from home. And we go to business meetings, we have like online workshops, and pretty much what we were doing in person as business owners are now done online in a virtual setting. And what I have noticed is that people think since they are working from home, they can come to a business meeting in their pajamas. I personally think this is not authenticity. Yes, you will not wear a dress as a woman, or you do not wear like a shirt as a man in your home on a regular day. But when you are working from home and you carry yourself as a business owner or as a professional, and you come into a meeting, I think it doesn't really make sense if you come to the meeting with a t-shirt and in your pajamas. This is not, this is actually confusing professionalism with authenticity, because when you come to a meeting or online workshop, of course you're working from home, but your role is a role of a business owner or a professional. And since you don't go to work before the COVID, you didn't go to work before the COVID in your pajamas, the same thing applies here. It doesn't make sense to go to a meeting in your pajamas. So when you know the difference between authenticity and professionalism, then it will make total sense. Babak joined us. Sina is here. Welcome. It's great to have you. Mahmoud is here. Thank you for joining me. I'm talking about professionalism versus authenticity and which one is the right path for business growth. So, having said that, I would like to emphasize on the fact that I am not advocating not being yourself. I'm not saying that you should act. I am saying that there is a difference, and I will tell you right now. Authenticity is about self-awareness, about knowing yourself inside and out, about knowing your values and what you stand for. But professionalism is about respect. So these two are not at contradiction, because some people think, oh, if I want to be authentic, then I cannot be a professional, or if I act professional, then I'm not authentic. Well, these two are two different and separate things, and you can be both at the same time. You can be authentic and professional at the same time. If you would like, for example, let me give you some really simple life examples, because that's how things become so easy to understand. If you would like to wear comfortable clothing, and that's your style, it doesn't mean that you can do it everywhere. If you are invited to a wedding, well, you need to be in black tie dress. When you go to a wedding, you need to be in a nice evening dress when you go to a wedding, even though it is not your preferred style to be in a suit or an evening dress. For the respect of the people who invited you to the wedding, you need to go with the right outfit. It's all about respect. It does not have anything to do with authenticity. So, um, having said that, I think when you respect people, when you respect the environment that you are going in, you can be authentic and professional at the same time, because disrespecting the rules and disrespecting some common expectations will put people off. And when they are off, they are not willing to connect with you, they are not willing to do business with you, and they will, of course, they will not buy from you. So, having said that, I would like to know your thoughts. Does that make sense so far? Leave your comments in the chat area. And if you have any questions, please let me know. I would love to answer your questions and know your thoughts on the topic. Let me know what you think. Does that make sense so far? Give me a yes and no. As simple as that. Okay. So the question is, how can you be authentic if, as a person, I play different roles in life and in business? Then what is the meaning of authenticity? Thank you, Mandana. Thank you for active participation. It's lovely. Thank you for the yes. So, if you want to be authentic and at the same time you are playing different roles, how can you do that? What is the structure for being authentic? What really being authentic mean? Well, I will tell you in 3 steps. These are the 3 steps that you can be authentic in your business. First of all, the most important thing is that you need to know your top values. So what you stand for, what is the red lines for you? What is the uh, what drives you to make the wrong things right? What drives you? So when you know your values, and when you be committed to your values at different situations, different settings with different people, when you commit to your values, then you are authentic. Okay, so let me give you an example. One of my values is growth. Growth and learning is one of my top values. And that's how I carry myself in my business, as a friend, as a sibling, as a child, as a mother, as a business owner, because this is my top value. And what does it mean? It means that I am willing to invest in my growth, in my learning. I am willing to invest my time to educate my audience, to educate my client. I am willing to help, for example, my friends. If they ask for a help, I am willing to tell them what they don't want to hear. Probably if I think that will help them to grow, I am willing to tell it to them so that they can learn and grow. And that's why a lot of friends come to me for advice for different things that I don't think I'm the expert, and I tell them I'm not an expert in that field. But a lot of friends come to me and ask my opinion for many different things, because they know I will tell them what will help them grow and learn and become a better person. So this is my one of my top values. If they tell me, hey Mara, come join us in this company, there are not much growth opportunity and learning opportunity, but we will pay you a whole sum of money, I would say thank you so much, I pass the offer. Okay, so it is super important that you know your values and you stick to your values anywhere that you go. Any role that you take, any role that you play based on the environment and situation, you stick to your values. If you do that, then you are authentic. And it has no contradiction with professionalism. As I said earlier, professionalism is about being respectful of others and of the environment. Okay, so that was the first step to be authentic. Meanwhile, Shaheen joined us, Landed for Success joined us. Thank you, it's great to have you. I am talking about 3 ways that you can practice to be authentic in your business. So the first one is that identify your core values and stick to them. The second one is engage with your customers. Let them see your challenges. Let them see the back scene. Let them know about your struggles. That's also being authentic. Of course, you need to be prepared to be vulnerable, because when you share about your failures, when you share about your mistakes, when you let them see the backstage, that is when you become a little bit vulnerable, and that's okay. Be willing to be vulnerable, because you want to lay a foundation of authentic relationship with your audience. And that's a very, very powerful approach that builds trust and connection with your audience. So, Mo is here. Welcome, Mo. Thank you for joining us. I'm talking about authenticity almost at the end of the live. Three ways that you can be authentic. I'm repeating the first two. One is identify your core values and stick to them. Second one is engage with your customers. Let them know your mistakes, your fears, and let them see the backstage. And the third one, which is also the easiest one, drop the corporate jargon. I know that there are some words in your industry, and a lot of business owners make this mistake. They think they look more sophisticated, or they are seen as an expert if they use jargons. But trust me on this. This is not the way that you can be authentic with your audience. Drop the jargon. If you really have to use a jargon or a word that is specifically works in your industry, let them know what it means. Let them